COVID-19 deaths are likely to rise in Florida after the right-wing conservative governor, Ron DeSantis, joined the state surgeon general in urging residents to ignore public health advice and avoid new vaccines targeting a resurgence of rising COVID cases. Ron DeSantis lashed out at what he called the medical authoritarianism of mask mandates and other anti-COVID measures. Ron DeSantis accused federal health agencies of being basically an arm of Big Pharma. Ron DeSantis said pharma will make more money if this thing is approved and they start pushing it on everybody. Someone should remind Ron DeSantis and the rest of the Republicans that vaccines have saved billions of lives worldwide. Without vaccines, polio and smallpox would ravage humanity. The population of humans would be much smaller without vaccines. The livestock farms that we have today wouldn't exist without vaccines because not only do vaccines save humans, they also save the life of cattle and livestock who are also vaccinated so they can live longer, grow bigger, and give birth to more healthy livestock. Vaccines have made humans what we are today, and today we are healthier and live longer than past humans because we have all been vaccinated. Joseph Ladapo, the governor's hand-picked surgeon general and a vaccine skeptic, falsely claimed the new booster shots had not been tested on humans and contained red flags. Earlier this week, the nation's two leading vaccine manufacturers, Moderna and Pfizer, released data showing its updated vaccines are very effective against the new COVID strains, fueling a rise in cases across the country. In Florida this week, the overall pandemic death toll passed 90,000. 90,000 Florida residents have died from COVID since the beginning of the pandemic. The weekly number of reported new cases was almost at 24,000 for a second consecutive week, rising up from 7,320 in June. The stance of DeSantis and his Surgeon General drew an angry response from Democratic leaders in Florida, who also accused the governor of hypocrisy for heralding personal medical freedoms after signing a 6-week abortion ban, the nation's most restrictive, and blocking access to medicines and procedures for trans people. The hypocrisy of Republicans is astounding. How can you claim to be for personal medical freedoms while you are blocking access to medicines and procedures for trans people? How can you be for personal medical freedoms while taking away a woman's right to choose? Many Democrat politicians in Florida have called this political theater, and it is. But it's also about control. Republicans want to control the personal lives of everyone. And this is also Republican paranoia, along with this weird obsession Republicans have with denying reality. If it makes them uncomfortable or they don't agree with it, they'll simply state it isn't real. To Republicans, COVID isn't real. Racism isn't real. Transgender people aren't real. The January 6th insurrection wasn't real. The election results weren't real. If Trump had been in office when Russia invaded Ukraine, Trump and all of his supporters would have called the invasion fake news right up until Russian troops raised their flag above Kyiv. Then they would have somehow blamed Obama. These people, these Republicans, live in a fantasy world. The overwhelming scientific evidence is that vaccines are helpful and safe. The Surgeon General is lying to people and scaring people, and the effect is going to be that more people are going to die from COVID, especially in Florida. Ron DeSantis has been vaccinated against COVID, while at the same time, he and his Surgeon General warned their followers their supporters, their herd of sheep, against taking the vaccine. You can't make this up. It's like Republicans live in a type of bizarro land. Well, that's today's video. Until next time.